With coordinates, you always start at the origin and you always go across first and then up or down second. So when they're asking you to find the coordinates of B, I'm going across from 0, you go across to -3 and up 1. So when I fill in the coordinate, it's -3 up 1. Right, the R point lies on the line PQ. The Y coordinate of R is 4. So what that means is the Y coordinate is 4. So that's where Y is equal to 4. You've gone up 4. So to find where the X coordinate is, I want to find how far across from 0 I went before I went up 4. So the answer is 3. So the X coordinate is 3 because I've gone across 3, up 4. Right, the coordinate of the point 1 and 3 add up to 4 because 1 add 3 equals 4. Write down the coordinate on that line which add up to 1. So if I start at point P over here, you got -3 up 1. So if I added them together, -3 add 1. If I started at -3 and came up 1, it's -2. So that doesn't add up to 1. Let's go to the next coordinate. The -2 gives me a decimal answer, so you're not going to get a whole number from there. Let's look at the next one. You've got -1 plus up 2. And if I start at -1 and count up 2, 1 takes it to 0, another one takes it to +1. So that's the answer, -1 across -1. So you're going across -1 up 2. Question 7. 3 children share 20 cubes. So in terms of this question, 50% would be half the cubes, okay? Because 100% is equal to 20 cubes. 50% is going to be equal to half of it. So half of 20 is 10. So 50% is equal to 10 cubes. Melanie takes 25%. So 25% is half of 50%. So half of 10 cubes is 5. So if I'm looking at this diagram, Melanie would take the top amount. So Melanie's got 5. Which means there's 15 left. 5, 10, 15. And John and Denise are sharing them 15 out. John gets more than Denise. So what is the greatest number of cubes Denise gets? If we thought about sharing them out, John to Denise, John could get 15 and Denise could get 0. John could get 14, Denise could get 1. John 13, Denise 2. John 12, Denise 3. John 11, Denise 4. John 10, Denise 5. John 9, Denise 6. John 8, Denise 7. Denise can't get any more than that because otherwise she has more than John, but we know that John gets more. So the most Denise can get is 7. Question number 8. Gail buys 8 biros for £3. 3 of them are black, the others are red. Each of the red biros costs 45 pence. So she's buying 3 black ones. So she's got 3 black biros, and because she's buying 8 in total, that means 5 of them are going to be red. And each red one is 45 pence. So I'm going to work out 45 times 5. So 5 times 40, 5 4s are 20, add the note is 200. 5 5s are 25, add them together. So 200 plus 25, 5 to 2 is £2.25, which means the black biros cost 75 pence because £3 take away £2.25 is 75 pence. So if 3 of them are black, one of them would be 75 pence divided by 3, which is 25 pence. So each black biro is going to be 25 pence. Question number 9. When you simplify expressions, you collect the similar terms together. So we got 4x's, take away 3x. So if you start with 4x and take 3 away, you're left with 1x. And now we're doing minus 2y plus 5y. So if you imagine you started a note, you go down 2 steps to minus 2y, and then you count up 5. And then 2 would get you back up to 0, and then you're coming up another 3. So you're above 0, so it's a plus, and it becomes 1x plus 3y. When you're solving equations, you always have to do the opposite. So the opposite of take away 6 is plus 6, because you're looking at 5 times something, take away 6 is 9. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the minus 6 over, and it becomes a plus 6. So 9 add 6 is 15. And then you've got 5 times something is 15. So 15 divided by 5. So how many 5s in 15? 3. Some of you would have been able to just substitute values in and do that by trial and error, which is okay as long as you've got it right. But sometimes when they become fractions or decimal answers, that method becomes a little bit more difficult. Right, that means for part C, find the value of 2p. 2p means 2 times p. 5q means 5 times q. So p is minus 3. So I'm doing 2 times minus 3 plus 5 times 2. Right, the positive times a negative is a negative. So in this one, 2 minus 3's make minus 6, because 1 minus 3 is minus 3. 2 minus 3's make minus 6, so plus times a minus is a minus, and 2 3's are 6. 5 2's are 10, and then you're doing minus 6 add 10. So imagine you started a 0, counted down to minus 6, and now you're adding on 10 because you're coming back up. 6 would get you up to 0, and then because you've got another 4 to go, and you're above 0, the answer is plus 4.